The empty chairs at my wedding reception weren't just vacant seats. They were a public declaration of my place in the family hierarchy. I watched as my brother Leo crossed the dance floor with that familiar smirk. "Mom and Dad won't make it," he announced loudly, ensuring nearby guests could hear. "Vanessa's gallery opening is tonight. Some European collector flew in specifically." He shrugged, as if reporting bad weather, but his eyes danced with satisfaction at my discomfort. Conversations at surrounding tables stuttered to silence. I felt my new husband Mike's hand find mine under the tablecloth, his grip tightening in silent solidarity. I managed what I hoped passed for a serene smile, but inside, something finally settled into cold, hard certainty. My name is Hannah, and for 27 years, I've been the practical daughter. Not the talented one, not the special one, just the reliable one, who never made waves or demands. While my sister Vanessa pursued her art career with my parents' full financial and emotional backing, I took the road less funded. I worked retail jobs to put myself through community college, then state university, studying computer science, while Vanessa attended the prestigious Wyndham Art Institute on my parents' dime. When I moved into a shared apartment with 3 roommates to save money, my parents co-signed the lease for Vanessa's Williamsburg loft, citing the essential creative energy of the neighborhood. Her struggles were romantic. Mine were merely practical. I built my career in technology with the same quiet determination that characterized my entire life. Starting in technical support, I spent my evenings teaching myself to code through online courses. My successes were silent victories, fixing critical bugs that saved client contracts, automating processes that saved hundreds of work hours. There were no gallery openings for elegant code, no champagne toasts for successful deployments. Our family group chat overflowed with photos of Vanessa's latest paintings and my parents' effusive praise, while my promotion announcement garnered a single thumbs-up emoji from my father hours later. When Mike proposed, we envisioned a wedding that reflected us, authentic, warm, and unpretentious. We chose a friend's family farm with a renovated barn, fairy lights, and long tables filled with food from local vendors. I'd been saving specifically for this day since landing my first engineering job, a point of fierce pride. My parents' response to the date was telling. "We'll need to check Vanessa's exhibition schedule," my mother said. The definitive call came 2 weeks before the wedding. "Darling," my mother sighed, "Vanessa's opening was just confirmed for your Saturday. This could be her big break. You understand, don't you?" In the background, my father added, "Hannah's wedding will be lovely without us. Vanessa needs us there." Mike heard every word. I watched his jaw tighten. "Please," I whispered, "let it go. I don't want our day to be about their drama." So I told our guests about an unavoidable prior commitment. The lie tasted bitter, but I swallowed it to preserve our celebration. Yet at the reception, my Aunt Margaret's booming voice cut through the music. "Hannah, where are your parents?" Every head turned. I forced a smile. "A last-minute conflict," I called back, my voice strangely high. The pity in her eyes, and in the eyes of so many others, burned hotter than any anger. The digital confirmation came that night in our honeymoon sweep. Still in my wedding dress, I checked my phone. There they were, my parents, beaming beside Vanessa in front of one of her abstract paintings. The gallery was sparsely populated. My mother's caption read, "When family believes in your dream, showing up for every opening, #artlife, #blessed." I stared until the screen went dark, my reflection in the hotel window showing a woman in white satin, alone in the way that mattered most. That moment, the ache hardened into clarity. The following months brought more quiet exclusions, a spontaneous family weekend at a Napa resort to celebrate Vanessa selling a painting. I learned about it through a cousin's tagged photo on Monday. At my grandfather's birthday, I overheard my father at the bar. Our Hannah, steady as a rock. Not the fireworks of our Vanessa, but every orchestra needs a bass line. The laughter was warm, and I was its foundation, solid, dependable, unremarkable. Then came the request. "Hannah, sweetheart," my mother began, "Vanessa's gallery is having cash flow issues. We were hoping you could help with a short-term loan, just $10,000. You've always been so good with money." The audacity stole my breath. When I declined, mentioning that Mike and I were saving for a house, my father grabbed the phone. "Family supports family. Where is your loyalty? You didn't come to my wedding." "Don't be dramatic," he shouted before hanging up. The dial tone brought strange liberation. I stopped answering their calls. In the silence, I immersed myself in work. Unburdened by seeking their approval, my focus sharpened. 4 months later, I was promoted to lead software engineer for a new data platform. The raise was substantial. The bonus was life-changing. Combined with years of smart investing and my paid-off condo, I realized my net worth was something my family couldn't imagine. Mike noticed the car listing on my laptop. "What's this?" he asked, seeing the black Porsche 911 Carrera. A 2021 911 Carrera S, low mileage. He studied my face. "Do you want it?" "I think I do." A proud smile spread across his face. "Then buy it. You've earned it." The $135,000 price tag was a modest part of my assets. When I slid into the driver's seat, the scent of leather and precision around me, I didn't feel flashy. I felt seen by myself. This car was proof of all my unseen work. The annual family reunion at my parents' lake house was the perfect stage. Vanessa had been hinting about major new work. My mother texted, "We hope you'll come. It's okay if you're still hurt." I replied, "We'll be there." We arrived exactly on time. The Porsche's growl announced our arrival. I parked front and center. My father, drink in hand, froze. My mother's smile vanished. Vanessa turned, her expression shifting from boredom to shock. "Whose car is that?" my father called. "Mine," I said, stepping out. They clustered around, stunned. "Is that a Porsche?" my mother breathed. "A 911 Carrera S," I confirmed. My father asked the inevitable, "What does that cost?" $135,000. Silence. Then Vanessa muttered, "Must be nice." "It is," I said calmly. My mother tried to recover. "We had no idea you were doing so well." "You never asked," I replied. I laid out the facts, my promotion, my patent, the international conference where I'd spoken. My father blustered about family support. "What support?" I asked. "You missed my wedding for a half-empty gallery." My uncle tried to deflect. "A car is just a car." Mike answered, "She leads the team that built security software your bank uses. She owns her home, and she did it while you funded Vanessa's art supplies." I saw realization dawn on my parents' faces. They were looking at a stranger, a successful woman they didn't know. The practical daughter had built an empire while they weren't looking. "I didn't come to show off," I said. "I came because I'm done being invisible. My worth isn't up for your family vote anymore." We stayed one polite hour. My parents fluttered with nervous offers. Vanessa sulked by the fire pit, her artistic aura dimmed by tangible success. As we left, my mother grabbed my arm. "Let's have lunch," she pleaded. "I'm not angry," I said, freeing myself. "I'm just finished." The door closed with finality. Driving home, the Porsche humming beneath me, I understood. Their belated attention wasn't victory. It was evidence. The empty chairs at my wedding reception taught me where I stood. The Porsche was my receipt for a life built without their approval, a life far richer than they could see.